This week's G20 meeting is the largest gathering since 1946 of leaders from the world's richest and emerging economies. They're faced with the enormous task of solving what is the worst collapse in global trade and finance for 50 years. Wednesday began with heads of state like US President Barack Obama meeting with British Prime Minister Gordon Brown. The president played down criticism that his administration was feuding with other nations about the need to pump more money into economic stimulus policies.
I am absolutely confident that this meeting will reflect enormous consensus about the need to work in concert to deal with these problems.
As pleasantries were exchanged at Downing Street, less than 3 miles away, a much more tense situation was unfolding. Thousands of protesters descended on the financial heart of the City of London, home to the Bank of England and other institutions they believe caused the banking crisis and the ongoing recession. Britain is losing jobs twice as fast as other comparable European economies, which is why protests like this, which are usually organized by a few fringe groups, has resonance throughout the country. Protesters told Press TV they were fed up of a system that is now spending trillions to bail out banks at the expense of ordinary workers and their families.
Our government's let us down. When I say us, I mean the little people, the people who run the bakeries, the butchers, the small advertising firms, and the architects. We're the ones who are out of pocket. Now there's no work, and where's the money to help them?
I disagree with, the constant bailouts, and I don't think the economy can take much more.
Sensing the anger towards the banking industry, the police had warned city staff to dress down on their way to work so as not to be identified or even to stay at home altogether. Soon, angry vandals broke into the offices of the Royal Bank of Scotland. RBS was bailed out by the government last year, only to announce later that its disgraced chief executive, Sir Fred Goodwin, was retiring on a $1 million a year pension. Not far from the city, at a separate demonstration, the attention returned to President Obama. Demonstrators marched from the US Embassy to Trafalgar Square to demand he live up to his election promises.
It's about whether he's going to be able to take his slogan and actually put it into practice. Because he has the power to be able to change the way the world perceives America. And this, that's why we're here. This is his chance.
As Wednesday's protests wound down, security preparations at the Excel Centre in East London, where Thursday's summit is due to take place, were well underway. All police leave has been cancelled and security costs have topped £10 million, as the authorities say they are taking no chances. Fareen Alam, Press TV, London.